Coach, why does this team have so much trouble holding a lead?
Obviously the turnovers in the second half, I believe it was 10 turnovers for 16 points. And probably even more important, Vic, than the turnovers is just we have a really good player that we can't get the ball to. And we had a lot of guys that looked a little nervous out there as they turned up their pressure. Anytime you lose a game where you led by 25 points in the second half is unacceptable. It starts with me. Put this on me. Obviously we didn't shoot the ball well, 4 of 33 from the 3-point line. But if you can't get Nikola Jokic to basketball, that's a big problem.
Did you have any thoughts of calling a timeout there at the end, or did you want them just to see it through?
Yeah, our execution was piss poor. So if we call a timeout, we'd have been doing them a favor. We probably wouldn't have gotten the ball in bounds the way things were going for us. We had one to take, but I just felt we're going to have a much better chance of getting a good look by just letting him flow. And obviously Nikola's shot was on the money, looked good, and then Aaron's follow-up. I'm not sure if it would have counted or not, but he had a great look on the follow-up as well. But it should never have come down to that. That's the reality. It should never have come down to that. First half, I thought our defense was great. Second half, it was awful. They shot 65%, scored 32 points in the fourth quarter. So when you couple not defending, not being able to make a shot, their zone got us really, really tentative. And then we weren't getting back in transition to top it all off. So this was a recipe for disaster.
Mike Singer, go ahead.
Yeah, Michael, you said the loss is on you or you'll take responsibility for it, but what is the frustration level from the guys in the locker room?
I don't know. You got to talk to those guys, losses like this keep me awake for weeks. I think today's NBA player, they're worried about where they're going out tonight or, what's going to happen. But, I can't speak to that. I wasn't in there hanging out with them after I spoke to them briefly.
Matt Moore, go ahead.
Coach, is Monte still on a minutes limit? Was there a reason why you chose not to go with him down the stretch, or is he still on the minutes limit?
Monte?
Yeah.
Monte was in the game down the stretch.
Okay. I was curious about why Faco was still in. My bad.
Monte Morris played 34 minutes tonight, Matt, and he was in the game down the stretch. So you got to watch the game a little bit closer.
Sorry, buddy.
Adam Maris, go ahead.
A similar note, we've seen a couple games now with Bones Highland not playing in the second half. What are the things that he's doing that are keeping him out of the game?
The game in OKC was actually, Bones coming up to me saying, he had no legs. That's a game, Adam, where he had this testing has been really cruel and unusual to Bones Highland, but that's the third time this season where Bones had to fly commercially and meet the team on the road on the day of a game. And I give Bones credit. That game in OKC, he came up to me and said he had just no legs. So I went with Dave on that second half because of that. Tonight, obviously, was just, I thought in the first half, struggling to make shots. And then if you're not making shots, you got to be able to guard. We picked up James Ennis, threw him out there, some size, some length, and obviously in his long career, a guy that can make a shot as well. So it's just to try to give somebody else a look. But for Bones, obviously when the shot's not going and it's not going to go every night, you have to find other ways to help your team, especially on defense, rebounding, making plays for your teammates, whatever it may be.
Hey, Michael, following up on your point about the guys' need to get the ball even more to Nikola, what contributed to the lack of that?
Well, you have to give the Clippers credit. I thought, after being down 25, they didn't roll over. They fought, they competed. Ty Lue found a group of guys that was willing to go out there and play the game the right way and gave them life. And that life started on the defensive end. Just like, in the first half, our life started on the defensive end. We got away from defending, and so now we were playing against a set defense the whole second half. But whether it's them switching, fronting, double teaming, for Nikola to only get 14 shots, he was 9 of 14. Thank goodness for Nikola and Aaron. Aaron's 11 for 15, Nicola 9 for 14, and everybody else really struggled to make shots tonight. But it was just in the post. They fronted him. They double teamed him. In pick and rolls, they were switching his pick and rolls, sitting down at the nail, fronting him at the nail, not allowing him to get that easy catch. And, we had a lot of guys running away from the ball in big moments.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.